The Career Services Office of KU Law presents 1L Summer Legal Experiences, How to Find Them. I'm Heather Spielmaker, Assistant Dean of Career Services. So, why find a summer legal experiences? There are a lot of reasons, and 3 are listed in detail on this slide. But basically, you need experience so you can be a good attorney. And experience now will help you find a job after you graduate. Everyone wants to get paid. However, there is more to consider when making your summer plans than just money. Typically, firms and corporations pay for summer work. Judges never pay. Public interest employers often cannot pay, and government pays sometimes. But remember, there are summer stipends, fellowships, and scholarships that can help ends meet in the summer if your best opportunity happens to be unpaid. This includes stipends you can get right through our office. Details come out in March. And unpaid internships with judges and public interest employers often turn into paid offers for after graduation, just like paid summer experiences do. There are hundreds of ways to find a summer job. I've heard lots of good stories on the subject. I can't cover them all today, so we will focus on the basics. OCIs, direct submissions, simplicity, career fairs, Arizona handbooks, judicial field placements, and study abroad. Law school is pretty traditional. You've heard that when we explained resumes earlier. And one of the most time-honored traditions in law school are on-campus interviews, affectionately called OCIs. The first time you will be able to participate as a 1L is for spring OCIs. They usually take place in February at KU Law. There are fall OCIs in August, but 1Ls don't participate because, well, you won't have any grades yet. The basic idea is that employers come to our campus to interview our students, which makes this a really convenient way to find a summer legal experience. The when, where, and who. You'll apply over winter break. Most of the employers will be from Kansas, Missouri, and a few from Omaha. Employers will be from firms of every size, from government agencies, from corporations, and from many terrific public interest organizations. And everyone can participate. You might hear people say that OCIs are only for the top of the class, or that they are only for large firms. Not true. Some employers put a lot of weight on GPA, and others don't care about grades. They care about things like dedication to public service, work ethic, and attitude. About 1/3 of your class, give or take, will find their summer experience through OCIs. The rest find them other ways, but I've never seen a KU Law student who wanted a summer experience who hasn't found one. So don't put too much pressure on yourselves over OCIs. You apply through Simplicity, and the first time you upload a resume, it will need to be approved before you can formally apply. It helps a lot if you do this sooner than the last day. Send them to us as attachments or upload in Simplicity, and we will be notified that your document needs our review. The best things you can do to improve your odds of finding exactly what you want through OCI: do as well as possibly your first semester in your classes, put together great application materials using the tips in our other recordings, and get as much mock interview experience as possible. Your mentor can do a mock interview with you. The CSO usually offers a mock interview program, and our CSO staff are always available for mock interviews. Watch the CSO newsletter and your KU email inbox for OCI details, and be sure to contact us with questions. OCIs are great, but what if you don't want a summer experience in Kansas, Missouri, or Omaha? Or what if you want to work with an employer from around here that isn't participating in OCI? Direct submissions are the answer. I wish this was easier, but basically, you have to think of the types of organizations you'd like to work with in the region you're interested in, do a search to get a list started, and look at their websites to see if they are recruiting summer interns. If they are, great. Follow their instructions and apply directly. If they don't mention it on their websites, you should send your materials in anyway with a cover letter that explains who you are and that you are interested in working with them over the summer. The timeline is similar to OCI's in that the places that actively recruit 1Ls generally want the application materials in January. Simplicity is the CSO database. Hopefully by now you've registered and have gotten used to using it. You'll find summer experience opportunities for 1Ls posted from winter break all the way through May. Most are in our region, but there are postings for opportunities in DC, Denver, Dallas, all over. We even get them for Alaska sometimes. Please, make it a habit to look on Simplicity a couple times a month throughout law school or until you have accepted a postgraduate job offer, whichever comes first. You can find more great tips for conducting an out-of-state job search in another of our KU Law CSO recordings, aptly named How to Conduct an Out-of-State Job Search. Career fairs are another great way to find summer experiences, both in this region and outside of it. Career fairs are generally developed around a certain theme. Some are related to a type of job, like the Loyola Chicago IP Law interview program, while others may be focused on diversity, like the Heartland Diversity Job Fair. Some are both, like the Black Prosecutors Association Conference and Career Fair. Many career fairs require you to register by a certain date just to retain the right to apply for jobs by a later date. Equal Justice Works is like that, so watch those deadlines. Another thing to remember is that not all career conferences or fairs have an interview program. Some rely on table talk for employers to meet candidates, and they then may invite people they meet to apply directly. Lavender Law is like that. Aside from the Loyola IP program, the Heartland Diversity Fair, Equal Justice Works, and Lavender Law, KU Law also actively advertises and participates in the Midwest Public Interest Fair. An overview and approximate timelines for these 5 fairs are found here in this chart. If you are interested in a career fair, even if it's not listed here, please let us know. We often have funds to assist with the registration fees and even the travel expenses for students attending job fairs. You heard that right. Arizona Handbooks is a subscription program that KU Law participates in. They have 2 guides, one for government honors programs and one for public policy opportunities. You can access these guides anytime. The link is here on this slide. The login info is provided in every edition of the CSO newsletter, along with all of the opportunities that have deadlines coming up soon. You can also get the login info by just asking us. Judicial internships are a great way to spend your first summer. KU Law offers 1Ls the opportunity to intern with a judge for the summer and receive academic credit for it. This is a great resume builder and a good opportunity to build your professional network. You may be eligible for financial aid while you participate. Contact financial aid for more information. Applications for judicial internships are due the second Friday in February. You can either 1. Arrange for a summer internship with a judge on your own and then request credit for it. 2. Apply for an internship with a participating judge through Professor Keller. But remember, there are more applicants than positions, so this can be a competitive process. Or 3. Find an internship through the KBA Young Lawyers Program and then request credit for it. Contact Professor Pam Keller with questions. Students are always excited about study abroad. Our advice is that if you're going to do a study abroad program, it should be your 1L summer. By 2L summer, you will need to be getting work experience and building relationships that can translate to post-grad job offers. Another thing to think about, shorter study abroad programs at the very beginning or very end of summer may allow you to find a work experience too. We've included links on this slide to the KU Law study abroad programs, as well as all the ABA-approved study abroad programs organized by schools around the world that you can consider. Discrimination won't be tolerated. Employers recruiting through KU Law CSO programs have pledged not to discriminate on the basis of race, color, ethnicity, religion, sex, national origin, age, ancestry, disability, status as a veteran, sexual orientation, marital status, parental status, gender identity, gender expression, or genetic information. If you believe an employer has broken that promise, please notify us immediately so we can take action to protect our students from discrimination. If you are looking for something very specific that isn't covered through these search strategies, or if you have tried these strategies and haven't found a summer experience that you're excited about, contact the CSO. We are here to help with your job search. And here's our contact info. And lastly, remember, our chant rises.